just getting into plot 1, which is a cornfield this year, and I've got a camera out on the ridge past the field here that it's been dead for a couple months, or a couple weeks, I guess, but I haven't had any good pictures of any bucks on there. So I'm gonna move it. I can tell the deer are coming into the corn, and the clover in this corn is insane. From last year's plot, we drilled the corn in over top, we sprayed it, and then we drilled it in, and the clover really came back. So I'm gonna get this camera and I'm gonna bring it up here to the back of this field, so I'll show y'all a little bit more of what I'm doing when I get back with that, once I get this camera down here and bring it up to this end. So here at plot 1, I just went down, I had the camera farther down the ridge, and I just went and got it, and I'm gonna move it up here, but the clover in here is really growing good. You can tell how green it is up in this corn. So I'm wanting to put this camera right here at the back end of the field, and then over here, which is an old field, we've got it all grown up and super thick, and a lot of the deer work their way around this corner and come into this field. So my idea is, here we've got this clover in the back. Once the corn gets a little bigger, we'll bush hog a section out, and I had talked a little bit about it in an earlier episode about putting a hang-on set up in these trees and catching the deer coming through here, coming in and out of the field. It's kind of a little pinch point here that will get the deer in bow range. So I'm going to put this camera on this big tree, and what I'm out here doing today is I'm trying to find me a buck to hunt for the velvet hunt, which is just around the corner. So I'm trying to figure out where to put this camera and a couple other cameras to figure out where these deer are and what they're doing and all that. We've got some cameras on the other side of the farm that have been picking up some really nice deer. There's one that I called Little Giant that we had a couple years ago, that last year he never showed up, and I'm pretty sure it's him that's showing up this year. Either way, it's a big mature 9-pointer, so who knows, I may go after him if nothing else comes up that's bigger. But being it's velvet season, I want to make sure that it's a nice bigger antlered deer, because we'll have to get him mounted if I do kill something. So today I'm out here just trying to place cameras in different spots from what I have been, and trying to figure out what the deer are doing, because we're just a couple weeks away from the velvet season, and I'd like to pick a deer out that I can start targeting and try to figure out how to hunt. So that's what I'm doing here, and I think this will be a really good spot, even if not for the velvet hunt, for later on. So if I do find a deer, which I'm sure I will, I'm going to go ahead and put that hunt in this episode as well. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and hang this camera right here, and we'll see what starts showing up on it. I'm going to go do a few more when I get done here. It's August 20th, and this next weekend is our velvet season here in Tennessee. So I'm out here this afternoon trying to figure out if I can find me a target buck for this next weekend. We had been feeding in here a lot in this food plot a couple weeks ago, but now that we've stopped, the deer have stopped coming in front of the camera so much. So I just want to see if they're still coming out here in the food plot or not. If they are, there has been several bucks in the past couple weeks that have been showing up. One of them, I believe, is Little Giant. It's a buck we had a couple years ago that was a nice 9-pointer, and last year he never showed up. And we had him as a two-year-old, a 3-year-old, and then a 4-year-old. He was gone. This year he would be a 5-year-old. So if that's the deer I think it is, it's the deer I call Little Giant. And there's another big, tall 8-pointer that's been coming in here. And then the deer we call Witchin', which is a nice deer this year, but I believe he's a 4-year-old. So I think he needs one more year. But we'll see what comes out tonight. Should be fun. our velvet season here in Tennessee opens up tomorrow morning. So I'm in here. I got my bow here. I just got it set up. Got my broadheads put on. And this year I'm shooting the slick tricks, which are what I've been shooting for a long time, and I really, really like them. Just a little 1 1/8" cutting diameter. But I'm fixing to go up on the hill here, and we just got a new bow range put up. So I'm gonna go up there and shoot some and just see how this shoots. I think it'll be really good. I haven't shot this bow yet with the broadheads. I've just been shooting practice points, but I've got it all set up and I'm ready to go. Got some good stands hung, and we got a good deer coming in that we're gonna hunt in the morning, and then in the evening we got a different deer we're gonna hunt in one of the food plots. So I'm gonna go up here and shoot now and see how this thing shoots. So I'm gonna call it quits. I made one more shot at 30 to the little white spot on the bear. I think I'm good. So I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning when we get in the tree. Well, it's finally our opening day of our Tennessee velvet hunt, and we are out here after a buck that we call Bobby, and we've got a salt lick here behind me, about 26 yards, and he's been coming in about every other day or so. So we're hoping he'll come in this morning. He was here yesterday morning, so he may not, but fingers crossed he'll come in this morning. We have another buck this afternoon that we're going to go try to hunt in a food plot, but maybe we can get it done this morning where we can get out of this heat and be done with it. But we're excited to be back in the tree. Some deer out in the field already, so I'm gonna try to ease up without spooking them too bad. I gotta get out in the field to my stand, so I'm gonna try to just ease out there, and hopefully I won't scare them too bad. It's day 3 of our velvet hunt here in Tennessee. I've had some really good sits so far. I sat here one night and I saw the deer I was after, but he came in super late. So I'm back out here tonight to give it a shot. The other deer I've been after I hadn't seen. Last night we had a bunch of storms and stuff, and so I went over to our 438 farm and tried to get set up over there just on the ground, but the deer was already there at the salt lick when I got there, so I scared him off. I don't know if it was the one I was after, but there were several deer there, so I came in here today again. I tried to come in a little bit earlier than we normally have been, and there was already deer in the field, so I scared them out, but I don't think they were too scared. I just barely got around the corner, and I just kind of eased towards them until they kind of just trotted out of the field. So hopefully they'll come back in, but we'll see how the evening goes. It should be a good evening. We had a ton of rain. The temperature dropped. It's still super warm, but it's dropped about 20 degrees in the last couple hours, or today really, so should be good. The rain's kind of moved out and it's clearing off a little bit. I think it's going to be a good sit. hope y'all enjoyed this episode as much as we did filming it. We had some great sets. We found some pretty good deer on camera, and we're excited for opening day of bow season, which is just around the corner. If y'all don't mind, go hit that subscribe button, like, comment, do whatever you can to help us out on our YouTube. And thanks for watching G3 Outdoors.